Hello, welcome to my channel, Lady D Psychic. This will be my video for the week ahead where I look at the trends for the upcoming week and I also do a card reading and a channel. So, with this week, we have the main aspects we've got going on for this week. Today, the 3rd, we have Mercury in Tri to Jupiter. That's going to bring you back some good news. You might be feeling more confident in communication, thinking more positively as well. I feel like motivated to be able to clear things up, to be able to speak up if you're speaking in front of people. We do have Mercury, which is in Pisces. We've got Jupiter in Cancer, so there's this aspect of thinking about stability and security and nurturing as well, coming to those themes of that aspect. We've also got this whole week, but starting on the 4th is when the actual aspect's going to hit. We have the Venus square Pluto. So that you could be looking at how you manage your finances differently. We've got Pluto in Aquarius. We've got Venus that is in Taurus. And that aspect is all about changing and evolving in terms of relationships and finances, looking at how you're spending your money differently, looking about how you are in certain relationships. This could be a time where you could be a relationship around you could be ending or big transformation how you see yourself. This is something will end with this with this transit, and then something like new will maybe starting with that as well. But it's about closing a chapter to start something new. It even could be a technology base because we have Pluto in Aquarius. So, and it could be about money and finances and how you're sorting it out. On the 6th, we have the Sun square Jupiter, the Sun, which is in Aries, with Jupiter that's in Cancer. This is not going to make you feel very secure. This is about your whole life. So, with this relationship, with this transit, it is going to feel a bit unsettling, like things aren't going your way, like you can't catch a break. It is going to feel a little bit negative with that aspect. We've also got on the 9th, we've got Mars in sextile to Uranus. So Mars will still be in Pisces on that day. So on the 10th is when it moves into Aries, its home sign, and that's where things are going to start picking up fast than what they have been now, especially once we get Mercury also moving into Aries. We're going to have a lot of Aries energy this month. It is going to be a big, crazy month and a month where things are going to escalate too around the world. But with the Mars in sextile to Uranus finishing up there in Pisces, it is going to make you feel more confident, especially the next day when it moves into Aries. It's going to give you unexpected strength or confidence that you didn't expect you have, or unexpected confidence could come up with you with this transit. You could be wanting peace, but also motivated to get things done. I feel like there's a sense of healing with this aspect as well. We have we're still at Uranus at the end of Taurus, and it will make its move into Gemini later on this month. So I do feel like once that happens as well, it is going to be a very busy month and year ahead once we have all the planets start moving and moving forward, especially as they're moving into Aries. So the aspects that are going to be there for the whole week of the themes is more the we've got Mars try to Jupiter. That's a very good aspect in terms of our confidence, our strength, and motivation, getting things done. And we have that Venus, which will be in sextile. We've got Venus sextile to Jupiter, which is happening all week. So I think that started maybe last week with that aspect. Yeah, so I feel like that we're coming into some leftover energies from last week, sort of moving in or starting up, and they'll be hitting more directly next week. And then we've got that Venus in square to Pluto, which is going to be there the whole week. What I feel like is coming up for this week, I do feel like sort of the war energy and war things around the world are going to amp up, and people are getting more involved. I do feel like that people are thinking that they're very safe and secure, which may not be the case as this month goes forward. We've got here blame game, and no one wants to, um, nobody wants to take the heat. Nobody wants to confront things. I feel like this week, and I feel like there's a sense here of needing to be resilient, needing to be very quick-witted, needing to think fast as well this week. Things of the energies are going to be quite intense this week. I've got here reality shocks happening. I've got change will happen in an instant, very fast. So I'm saying moving into Aries and Aries season. Time to redirect is going to be coming up this month or this week. And I've got here a sense of stubbornness is going to come up too. And I feel like there's going to be a sense of a government backing down as well for this week as well. Let's look at the cards for this week. I'm drawn to my angel cards to use them. Let's see. So it's my Easter weekend. It's Easter Good Friday for me today. Just my Easter weekend. So let's have a look here. Okay, we've got coming up for this week. I feel like people are wanting relief, whether it be financial relief or feeling security. I feel like people are feeling like they've been left out in the cold and there's been no support given them to them, or it's like the warning bells are going off, but people aren't paying attention at the warning signs that are coming up. But I do feel like there is a sense here of success, paying attention to dreams, and people feeling really withdrawn and a bit tired and feeling like they just can't do things anymore. I feel like that there's going to be a sense here of finances slipping through fingers. So be careful of certain incomes. It could be people wanting to travel, but it's like a travel ban maybe coming in place. I kind of feel like, or travel warnings coming up. But I feel like people are looking at banding together. I feel like we're going to find different communities popping up this week. Um, but I feel like the people's tolerance level is going to be a little bit, they'll be high, but I feel like as we get into deeper into the month, they'll be short. But I feel like people are wanting to open up new doors. People are wanting a change to shift here, but people aren't prepared for what is coming in the future month as we're going ahead in it. I feel like that it might seem like you need a helping hand, that things are a bit of a struggle, but I do feel like there are people around you who are going to help you, give you support. But at the same time, it's like everybody's just feeling very unsupported. I do feel like that there could be things around Europe coming up this week, where maybe that they're banned from traveling in certain areas. Like I'm hearing travel ban, and there's this card that came out was about traveling, and the parts of it that's standing out to me more the parts around Europe. So I feel like it could be something about Europe, possibly banning travel, or going into different countries could be a little bit hard. I feel like that people are hurting, but it's a sense of getting to the bottom of things, but also realizing that things can't change and it is what it is. I do feel like people are looking at different ways of doing things, or maybe even escaping, making escape routes of where they want to go, what they want to do if things get a bit worse than where they are. I do feel like people are banding together, but I do feel like there needs to be a sense of unity and togetherness. But also, I feel like there's a lot of emotions that are going to come out this week. And I do feel like it's about paying attention to your dreams as well. There could be a sense of someone being quite bossy and irritating, and you're wanting to step away from them, but you're also like competitive, people being quite competitive around you too. And I think that things are going to slowly unravel this week. It's like it already has started to unravel, and there's going to be more unraveling that's going to come up. People are quite stubborn and don't want to look at the reality of things, but I feel like it's a force to be a force to look at what's actually going on this week versus just turning a blind eye to it. But I just feel like people are feeling a little bit stuck this week and trying to move forward, but it's hard. But yet, there are people who are accomplishing a lot of good things and are moving forward, and also the sense of getting back to basics as well, too. But I do see people avoiding things or really not taking notice of some things either, as well, too. So let's do a channel for this week. We have no new moon, no full moon this week either. We're moving that to next week. I do think as we get into the month, we are going to see a lot of things ramping up to do with the wars around the world. I feel like that's going to expand. I don't feel like that's going to end. I feel like there is going to be, it is a time where I've said before to make sure you've got plenty of stocks, whether it be water, like things you may need, like water and torches, um, just being prepared for anything that could possibly happen. So I feel like we're coming into that time. I feel like it's coming sooner more than later. So let's see what else I can do a channel for this week as well. For this weekend is going to bring celebrations near and wide, for you all want to celebrate the newness and the youthful and whatever is coming your way. You want to celebrate life in general and just relax on this long weekend that you're all having and taking a time out and a break. For something is coming under the surface that you do not see coming. It is going to be here by Wednesday next week. Things are going to get quite intense and explosive. Just remember, we had warned you plenty of times, but no one took notice of this. For the shocks that are coming are going to shock everybody on the earth, and people are going to scramble because they are not prepared for what is coming. But it's completely okay, for this is your path and this is your life and this is what is unfolding in front of you. It's been happening for months now, but everyone is turning a blind eye to what is actually going on. Please stock up on what you must need in order to for things to take place around you. You know, you take responsibility and ownership for certain things that are happening in your life. For things that you're avoiding are going to come to the surface this week, and it's time to face the truths of things, whether it be new or old or with other people. It is time to face the reality of what is happening around the world. So for myself, on the Friday night, next Friday night, I will be at Flamingos Live, and then the next day I'm flying out to New Zealand, and I'll be there for about a week. So I've got a workshop that I'll be doing. I have a couple of spaces left for the workshop on the Sunday in Christchurch, and then readings on the Monday, and then also on the weekend got a fair happening as well. Then I'm back on Monday afternoon, and that's pretty much where I'll be. Then I'm still doing readings from my home as well. Um, I just feel like things are going to get quite rapidly fast, and as I said, just be prepared for what possibly could happen. But I feel like we're all going to be resilient. We're going to do what we're going to do, and at the end of the day, I feel like we will be okay. But I just feel like no country is going to be safe in what's coming up. And we are coming into hard times. I've been saying that for a long time, and I feel like they're actually coming up. So the world is definitely changing. Things, expenses are going to all be changing as well. So we'll see what happens. But I hope you all have a happy Easter and a great 4 days off. And I will see you for my next video. So bye for now.